Hey guys, how you doing? It's Charlie with the classic Layla this week. Obviously we're not going to do the full version today, I'm just taking the main intro bit, and this is obviously the Derek and the Dominos version, not the Layla unplugged version. Just take it, yeah, as I said, just taking the kind of intro bit, because otherwise we'd probably be here forever. I'm going to do the rest of it in a separate lesson, so you got a bit of a chance to work on these things. Yeah, taking off the classic Layla and Assorted Love Songs album, other love songs. It's apparently written about George Harrison's wife, which is nice at the time. A classic tune, Dwayne Allman on slide guitar. Regards guitar gear, I think he was using a Strat, and apparently a Fender Champ, kind of small combo amp, which kind of sounds about right. Sounds right to me anyway. So anything kind of valve ampy with a mildly sort of overdriven tone, definitely sort of bridge pickup. I'm gonna have to make do with this carving guitar unfortunately today, but I'll manage. So yeah, so that we'll get started. There's two parts of the riff and we'll sort of go through them and yeah, give it a go. So the first part is on your fifth string. You're going to play 0 to a 3, fourth string you're going to play 0 to 3 as a hammer on, that is. Hammer on, then you pull off the 3 on the fourth string. Okay? Remember when you're hammering on, I try to tilt my hand ever so slightly to pull off. Not kind of drastically, but just that little bit, because you just want that angle where you can slightly hammer on and pull it. Okay, just a thought might work for you, but you just want to make sure that you're getting a clean sound. Okay, so you've got your first, then you go back to the 3 on the 5th string, then your open 4. Okay, so we've got 0, 3, 0, 3, nil on your 4th string, back to 5th string, 3rd fret, then your open 4th string, alright? Yeah, that's the first bit of the riff, as you can probably hear. From there, you're then going to move to a D power chord, 5th fret on the 5th string, so you're playing 5 on the 5th string and 7 on the 4th. Just striking those two together with the right hand, make sure it's tight, you don't obviously want that. You then slide that down to a C at 3rd fret. To slide, ensure that you're kind of pushing things this way as well as that way, so that your people will push you. If you don't, it will just die. Okay, so it slides from 5 down to 3, you then move your hand down to 1, you don't slide. So then you're going to take this slightly difficult bit, take your first finger off and play the open 5th with the already fretted 3rd fret 4th string there, so you get that sound. Then your first finger goes to the F on the 6th string, you then move that, so let's just take that first. So with the slide, first finger off, strike them together, 1st fret. Okay, you then move everything up 2 frets to the 3 and the 5, the C power chord, and you basically do the same thing. Okay, so I'm playing the 3 and the 5, first finger off, that leaves me with 0 and 5, 5th and 4th string respectively. First finger goes up to the G on the 6th string. Okay, and then you're back to where you started, the D power chord. So I'll go from the B flat, 1st fret. Sorry, that was rubbish. C, D. Then on the final D, you hit it and slide down, you kill it. Okay, you don't want it. You keep it gradually and then just bring your hand across the strings and kill the note. So, we've got... Make sure you're coming in after 3 as well. I didn't mention that before, so it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay, because you don't want to count in too fast. It's probably 1, 2, 3. that speed. Kind of thing anyway. Okay, so that's the first part of the tune. Obviously we then move up to the sort of widdly bit, if you like, and it actually is, the first part is actually the same as the previous. It's just 2 octaves higher, okay? So instead of playing that note to start, we use that note. So I'm up at D minor pentatonic, 10th fret, and I'm playing 10 on the second string to 13 on the second string, hammer on. On the top string, you're then going to play 10, 13, and pull off to 10 again. It's the first bit, alright? Okay, try and get a little bit. Again, you've got to try and get that pull off sounding as crisp as you can. Then you're back to 13 on the second string and 10 on the first string. Then from there you're going to bend with your third finger, number 13, and you're bending a tone. Okay, so you're going to get, which is about there. So, more or less. Then back to 13, don't go, we don't want that. You bend the note up, you kill it, and bring it down to 13. Then 12 on your first string, 13 on your second string, and then 10 on the first string. Probably one to pause back and play that. So the whole bit, part 1, second part, bend up. Make sure when you're bending up, you put your thumb on the just about on the top of the neck like that, so you can kind of turn. It's like kind of opening a door or something. I don't know. It's what I think of. So you're kind of bending up like that, then down to 13. So we've gone. Sorry, let me do that again. 13 to 15 bend, back down, kill the note. 13, 12, 13 second string, 10 first string. That's the first bit. The second bit is very much the same. In fact, you do exactly the same to start with. You do the 10 to 13 second string, 10 to 13 back to 10 first string, then the 13 and the 10. So that first bit's exactly the same. The second bit's slightly different. We move up to number 15 on the first string, and we're going to bend that to 17. So you've got quite a way to go. Okay, so you're going to bend that upwards, then again kill the note, bring it down to 15 on the first string, 12 first string, 13 second string, 15 second string as well. Alright, so that's like second bit, 15. Second time, you then do it again, as before, 15. But on the very last one, before the verse comes in, your 13, your C natural note, you're actually going to bend up a semitone, okay, into that, because it's actually around that chord, okay? So you hit your last note and just pull it up a semitone, which isn't very far at all. And that's the whole riff, okay? So that's everything for the first part of Layla. As I said, we're going to leave the rest of it for now. We've been filming all day. So hopefully it's something you guys can get on board with. It's an absolutely classic tune. And it's great fun. The pull-offs and the hammer-ons are the hardest bit, without a doubt. It's a bit people struggle with absolutely most. They've got to sound clean. There's no good, obviously, getting any of that. It's got to be, and it kind of does. It does take a bit of skill and a bit of time to get used to hammering on, pulling off like that. But it's one of those things. You know, you can do it. Good. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, guys, and there'll be plenty more. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.